CKS, let me tell you something. If you're serious about changing your life, you've got to learn to do what sucks. I'm not talking about the easy, feel good moments when motivation is high and everything is smooth. I'm talking about the mornings when you don't want to get out of bed, the workouts when your body says quit, the study sessions when your brain feels fried, the late nights when the world is sleeping and you're still grinding. That's where greatness lies. That's where champions are made. Most people will run from discomfort. They'll say, I'll do it tomorrow, or I'm just not feeling it today. And that's exactly why they stay where they are. The difference between the average and the extraordinary isn't talent. It's the willingness to suffer a little longer, to push a little harder, to embrace what sucks and do it anyway. You see, pain is temporary, but the strength it gives you lasts forever. You've got to remind yourself that every time you step into discomfort, you're building armor. Every drop of sweat, every aching muscle, every frustrated hour you push through, it's all shaping you into someone unshakable. Discomfort is not your enemy, comfort is. Comfort will lull you to sleep while your dreams slip away. Discomfort will wake you up, sharpen you, and prepare you for the battles that life will throw at you. And maybe you have someone in your life, maybe it's your mother, your grandmother, your sister, your wife, someone who sacrificed for you, someone who believed in you when no one else did. She's watching, even if she's not in the room. She's watching to see if you'll quit when it gets tough, or if you'll rise to the occasion. Every rep you push through, every mile you run, every late night you endure, you're honoring her belief in you. Don't you dare waste it. Do what sucks. Not because it feels good now, but because it will feel incredible later when you look back and realize you became someone unrecognizable in the best way possible. When you stand on that stage, when you sign that contract, when you achieve that dream, you'll know it was the hard, unglamorous, painful moments that made it possible. So stop waiting for easy. Easy will never change you. Choose the path that makes you sweat, makes you doubt, makes you question. Because that's the path that will make you great. When it sucks, that's your sign. It's working. Keep going. If you want, I can also give you a more intense, emotional Les Brown rhythm version, so it hits harder when spoken on stage. That way it will sound like fire in the room. Pain is the gateway to power. EXPITOS PUHANTERAS PULASTAS BABUBURAIT BARAIWA PACE. Pain is something most people run from. It's the natural instinct of the human mind and body to avoid anything that hurts. Anything that stretches us beyond what's comfortable. But here's the truth most will never embrace. Pain is the gateway to power. The very thing you are avoiding because it's uncomfortable is the thing that will forge you into the person you are meant to be. You can't become strong in the absence of struggle. You can't develop resilience without resistance. Just like a muscle only grows when it's pushed past its limits, your character, your courage, and your capacity only grow when life forces you into situations that demand more than you think you have. When you run from pain, you also run from progress. You miss the lessons that only hardship can teach. Pain has a way of stripping away excuses, revealing who you really are when the mask of comfort is removed. It tests your limits and forces you to dig deep into reserves you didn't know you had. That's where the power is. Not in avoiding the storm, but in learning to stand tall in the middle of it. You see, the difference between the ordinary and the extraordinary is not that one never suffers. It's that the extraordinary use suffering as a stepping stone, not a stumbling block. Pain refines you. It sharpens your focus, clarifies your priorities, and humbles your ego. It makes you grateful for what truly matters and teaches you the value of every small victory. Without pain, victories would mean nothing because there would be no contrast, no struggle to measure them against. And yes, it will hurt. It will push you to your breaking point. It will make you question your strength, your worth, and your ability to keep going. But if you endure, you'll find that you're not breaking. You're building. You're growing into someone unshakable. That is the power pain gives you. It's not the enemy. It's the training ground for greatness. Discomfort breeds growth. The experience 1500 tuiatias but don't right test buhinds. Discomfort is the birthplace of growth. Every single breakthrough in life, whether physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual, is born from a place where comfort no longer exists. Think about it. When you're comfortable, you're safe, but you're also stagnant. You're not being challenged. You're not being stretched. And you're not being forced to become anything more than what you already are. Discomfort, on the other hand, is a signal that you're stepping into unfamiliar territory, that you're asking more of yourself than your current capacity can handle. And that is exactly where transformation begins. The human body and mind are wired to adapt. Push them, and they'll rise. Challenge them, and they'll grow stronger. But without discomfort, there's no reason to adapt. That's why the workouts that burn, the conversations that scare you, the projects that overwhelm you, those are the moments that sculpt you into someone more capable than before. Discomfort teaches you endurance, focus, and resilience. It forces you to problem solve under pressure and to keep moving even when there's no instant gratification. Most people avoid discomfort like it's the enemy, but the truth is it's your greatest ally. It's the place where your potential is hiding, waiting to be unlocked. Every time you push past the initial resistance and stay in the discomfort a little longer, you're sending a message to yourself. I am stronger than I thought. And over time, that message becomes your identity. You stop seeing discomfort as something to escape and start seeing it as a compass pointing you toward the next level. Growth is never an accident. It's the result of consistently showing up where it's hard, where it's uncertain, and where it's uncomfortable. Discomfort doesn't just breed growth, it demands it. The question is, will you run from it like most people? Or will you lean in and let it make you into who you're meant to be? Your discipline must be stronger, then your feelings, the XP, DIT, is hundreds, bastu, downs, parts, IDs, you are temporary, DS, you feelings are temporary, unpredictable, and often deceptive. One day you wake up motivated, ready to conquer the world, and the next day, you can't even find the energy to take the first step. If your actions are ruled by how you feel in the moment, your life will become a cycle of starting and stopping, never building the consistency needed for greatness. This is why your discipline must be stronger than your feelings. Discipline is the steady hand that guides you through the chaos of emotions. It's the voice that says, I don't care how you feel, this is what we do. The truth is, feelings are not reliable leaders. They are followers, easily swayed by the weather, by other people's opinions, by your own insecurities. If you let them run the show, they will always lead you toward comfort and away from the very challenges that would make you stronger. Discipline, however, is different. Discipline shows up when you're tired, when you're discouraged, when you're uninspired. It doesn't ask for permission from your mood. It simply acts according to the commitment you made to yourself. Every great achievement in history is built on the foundation of discipline. Athletes train when they don't feel like it. Writers write when inspiration is nowhere to be found. Leaders make hard decisions when fear is screaming at them to stop. They know that emotions come and go, but discipline produces results that last. When you learn to obey your commitments instead of your emotions, you take control of your destiny. It's not about ignoring your feelings. They have their place. But it's about refusing to let them dictate your actions. You may not always feel like showing up, but if you do it anyway, day after day, you will build habits so strong they carry you through the storms. Discipline is the bridge between who you are now and who you want to become. And if you make it stronger than your feelings, there is nothing you won't be able to achieve. The unpleasant is the training ground for greatness. Expandi ITAL East 1500 Seratas Baro Tio Almano Erasu. The moments you least want to face, the tasks you'd rather avoid, and the challenges that make you uncomfortable. These are not just random obstacles. They are the training ground for greatness. The unpleasant is where you're tested, shaped, and prepared for the life you say you want. Anyone can perform when conditions are perfect, when the path is smooth and the applause is loud. But true strength, true resilience, is built when you're in the grind, when you're sweating through the silence, when there's no audience and no instant reward. The unpleasant moments strip away illusions. They reveal the gap between who you think you are and who you actually are. They expose your weaknesses, not to humiliate you, but to give you the chance to turn them into strengths. Every frustrating repetition, every boring hour of practice, every demanding responsibility you wish you could skip is actually a test of your patience, your perseverance, and your willingness to endure what others won't. Greatness doesn't grow in comfort. It grows in adversity. Just like steel is forged in fire, your character is forged in the heat of difficulty. The unpleasant teaches you how to keep moving forward when the excitement is gone and the only thing left is your commitment. It teaches you to control your emotions under pressure, to keep your focus when distractions are calling, and to dig deeper when your mind is screaming for relief. Most people will turn back the moment the journey becomes uncomfortable. But if you're willing to stay in the struggle, to push through the unpleasant instead of running from it, you will develop a strength that can't be faked. You'll be prepared for opportunities when they come, because you'll have been trained by the very situations others were too weak to face. The unpleasant is not a curse. It's the arena where champions are made. Every time you endure it, you're not just surviving. You're building the version of yourself who will be ready when greatness calls your name. She is watching your effort. Somewhere. There's a woman whose belief in you is stronger than your own. Maybe it's your mother, who worked herself to the bone so you could have a chance she never had. Maybe it's your grandmother, who prayed for you every night and told you that you were meant for something bigger. Maybe it's your sister, your wife, your daughter, or a mentor who looked you in the eye and said, "I see something in you." Whoever she is, she's watching your effort. She's watching to see if you will rise to the standard she knows you're capable of. Her belief is not casual. It's built on sacrifice. She's endured sleepless nights, unspoken worries, and silent struggles so you could have a better shot at life. When you feel tired, when quitting seems tempting, remember that she never quit on you. Every time you slack off, every time you choose comfort over commitment, you're not just letting yourself down. You're chipping away at the faith she's placed in you. And that faith is priceless. She's not watching to judge you. She's watching to see you win. She's rooting for you even when you're not rooting for yourself. She's the silent strength in the background, believing in your future even when the present feels bleak. You owe it to her, and you owe it to yourself, to show up on the days when it's hardest, to push through when every part of you says, stop, to turn her hope into reality. One day, you will look her in the eyes and tell her you made it. You will tell her about the nights you didn't give up, the mornings you fought through exhaustion, the moments when you chose discipline over excuses. And in that moment, every ounce of pain, every sacrifice will be worth it, not just for you, but for her. Because she's been watching your effort all along, and now she'll see what it built. Comfort is the enemy of destiny. Expeditiatil as spiritin hundreds which not at boss but double. Raido sapiadendes. Comfort feels safe. It feels warm. It whispers in your ear, stay here. You've done enough. But what comfort doesn't tell you is that it's stealing your future one easy decision at a time. Comfort is the enemy of destiny because it convinces you to trade long-term purpose for short-term pleasure. It keeps you in the same place, doing the same things year after year, while your dreams fade into maybe someday. Destiny doesn't live in the land of someday. It lives on the other side of discomfort, risk, and relentless effort. The truth is, nothing great has ever been built inside the walls of comfort. Every inventor, leader, athlete, or creator who changed the world had to step into the unknown. They had to face fear, endure uncertainty, and embrace challenges that most people run from. Comfort may protect you from pain, but it also shields you from growth. It robs you of the grit, the resilience, and the strength that your destiny requires. When you choose comfort over challenge, you are saying no to your potential. You're telling your dreams they can wait, even though deep down you know time is slipping away. The clock doesn't pause for comfort. Every moment you spend in ease is a moment you could be moving closer to the life you were meant to live. Destiny demands a price, and that price is leaving behind the safety of what you know. It means working when you're tired, showing up when no one's clapping, and taking risks without the guarantee of success. It means being willing to be uncomfortable for as long as it takes, because you understand that the pain of discipline is nothing compared to the pain of regret. Comfort will offer you a quiet life, but destiny will offer you a meaningful one. The question is, will you settle for the couch? Or will you step into the arena and fight for the future that's waiting for you? Because in the battle between comfort and destiny, only one can win. And the choice is yours. At the end of the day, everything we've talked about comes down to one truth. You don't get the life you dream about by chasing what's easy. You get it by doing what sucks. You get it by walking through pain, by embracing discomfort, by showing up when your feelings tell you to stay home. You get it by enduring the unpleasant, by honoring the people who believe in you, and by rejecting the false safety of comfort. Every challenge you face is not there to stop you. It's there to shape you. One day, you're going to look back at the nights you wanted to quit, the mornings you dreaded, the moments that felt impossible, and you'll realize they were the very moments that built you. They turned you into someone unshakable, someone capable, someone worthy of the destiny you were chasing. Greatness isn't found in convenience. It's forged in the fire of commitment. So, the next time life throws you something that makes you want to run, don't. Lean in. Push harder. Remember why you started. Remember who's watching. And remind yourself, this is the work that will make me who I'm meant to be. Do what sucks. Because on the other side of it is everything you've ever wanted, and the person you've always known you could become.